Today is the day one of something exciting, getting myself a notebook. And I know what you might be thinking. A notebook? That's it? Well, if you put it like that, of course it doesn't sound too exciting. But this challenge is about so much more. Just like you, I want to live life to the fullest. But too often, I find myself just going through the motions. I forget to appreciate how far I have come and see the beauty in my life. It's like I'm stuck on a never-ending treadmill, always feeling like I'm not enough. In the words of Stig Johansson, all the days that came and went, little did I know that they were life. Each day holds hidden treasures waiting to be appreciated. And that's why I decided to start this challenge of writing down daily wins for 30 days. It's not just about big achievements, but also the small steps towards my goals, the things I'm grateful for, and the moments of achievement, no matter how small. So here I am with my brand new notebook, hoping to discover the extraordinary in the ordinary, to break free from this mental rat race. Today's win, getting this notebook and starting this challenge. It may be small, but every great adventure starts somewhere, right? But there's also a catch. On day 1, I wrote down 1 win. Now on day 2, I have to write down 2 wins, and so on. As the days go by, the challenge becomes more demanding. Now it's still pretty easy to find things to write down, but let's see how far I can go. The hardest part at this point is to stay consistent with this habit and remember to write down the wins daily. Like on days 4 and 5, I forgot to write them in the evening, so I had to do it the next day. I'm thinking maybe a better way would be to keep the notebook with me and write these wins during the day when they actually happen. On day 6, I exactly tried this and I think it was a good choice. I think this works much better now. It's day 9 and I forgot to write fully the day 8, except one. I really need to get better at this habit if I want to get any benefits from doing this challenge. Because I don't think the point is just that I write them next day and try to come up with something. It's so much also about feeling them when they happen and then writing them down. Today is day 10 of this experiment, so I thought now would be a good time to kind of sit down and share with you what has been going well so far and what hasn't been so nice. I have to say now I have started to really realize the benefits of writing these wins down. Of course, there's still 20 days to go. It's still most of it left. So first I will go through the kind of negative things, and that is that this adds a little bit more stress in your life, that you need to remember to do this every single day, and it's all the time getting more and more. So if you feel already very stressful, this could just add up to that a little bit. But then if you don't think that this is something that you have to do, but more that something you get to do, I think that takes that negative aspect away already. And to explain you the good things that I have realized so far from this experiment, let's play a little game. From this picture, I want you to try to find as many green things as possible and then name them. The picture comes here. So of course, immediately you start to look for, okay, there's the grass, there's the bus on the left, some people are having some green clothes, and so on. And now I will ask you how many and what things you found that were blue. And probably the answer is, I have no idea. I didn't search for the blue because you told me to search for the green. And that is exactly the point here. When you write down these wins, you focus on the positive things in your life, what you're grateful for, what went right, instead of just letting everything happen and maybe you find something good in something, but mostly we find just negative things automatically. This is actually something that I learned from Tony Robbins, not my game or concept at all, but I thought that it exactly explains very well the benefit of doing something like this. Since you wake up, you start to search for the positive things in your life. For example, now it's still the morning of day 10 and I have already written 6 things here. There's a sun and clear blue sky. I had a nice morning walk and relaxed morning. I had a short meditation and it's 9 a.m. and I have already written 5 wins. So that's another win already. So when you just search for this, you find them. You find good things in your life. So I'm continuing this experiment with a very positive mindset because I feel like it will get just better and better from here. Now after the day 10, the things are not so simple anymore. I find myself actively seeking, acknowledging and writing down wins in many areas of my life. Just thinking, for example, my work is definitely not anymore enough. And maybe you're wondering why I have to write this on a notebook. Like, wouldn't just a phone be enough? I mean, maybe it could be, but at least in my opinion, it's way more powerful to write them physically with a pen and a paper than just type them with my phone to something that can be so easily erased. It's kind of like meeting somebody in real life versus meeting somebody online. The challenge is all the time intensifying because I have to write down an increasing number of wins every single day. It becomes like a quest to find the extraordinary in the ordinary, embracing the power of gratitude and accomplishment. The hardest part is coming up with like 20 plus wins every day, especially if the day is very average normal day where nothing extraordinary happens. I usually spend around 10 to 15 minutes every day to write these, and I split them up for the morning, afternoon and evening, usually writing down exactly when they happen so I wouldn't have to reflect multiple hours back, because we forget these so easily. The number is at this point so much that they are not so powerful anymore. I feel like I felt so much more grateful when I had to only write down, for example, 3 or 5 or 7 than when I had to write down 21 or 22. I'm kind of choosing quantity over quality here. A couple of times I got this feeling or question in my head already, like, should I just skip this day? But then I'm just reminding myself why I'm actually doing this, why I started this in the first place. And that is to feel good about myself. So of course I'm continuing this, but I'm now realizing that this wasn't as simple and only about good things and just this amazing journey as I thought. There are a lot of ups and downs. During these last hardest days of this challenge, I know that the volume is already way too much for me, but I'm still finishing every day successfully, of course, and I'm seeing the massive benefits and the transformation that I've been going through. On day 1, I was feeling that I'm not doing enough, and I was like in this never-ending treadmill. Writing these wins down has made me feel like I'm accomplishing more, even though actually I'm probably not working or doing even more. Now I can just see my actions better and appreciate the things that I did. I feel way more inspired to do things, and I have enjoyed life much more during these almost 30 days than 30 days before starting this. Today is the day 30 of this challenge, and I came to celebrate it in beautiful Slovenia. Well, actually it's a huge coincidence, but very beautiful anyway. In total, I have now written down 465 wins, and if you think of it, that's insane. This notebook is now a tangible memory of all these little joys in life that I have found during the past 30 days. And to answer the question, will I continue doing this challenge or not? I would say yes and no, because the past week has been so difficult for me to come up with this, and it has created even more stress. So I think I will just do a few per day, kind of get the most out of this, but not get too overwhelmed by these wins that is supposed to be a good thing after all. If you have never tried writing down wins like this, I definitely suggest to try it out. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. Seve signing out.